So we'll start our practice today by either laying or sitting. It's whatever feels comfortable for us. And we'll place one hand on our heart, one hand on our abdomen, and we're just gonna breathe. We're gonna feel our breath, try to lengthen it if we can, breathing in through our nose and then out through our nose. And if we're laying in Shavasana, which is flat on our backs, we just feel the rise and fall of our abdomen, trying to lengthen the exhale more than the inhale. So I invite us again to lay down if that feels comfortable, flat in Shavasana, placing one hand on our heart and one hand on our abdomen. And we're just going to breathe in through our nose and exhale, breathing out through our nose. As we inhale, we breathe in fresh new life energy to all of our cells. And then as we exhale, we invite the stress and the tension and whatever we're holding in us, we invite that to just leave so we can just be here in the present, right here, right now. I invite us to set our intention for today. What do we want to get out of being on our mats? And whatever comes to mind, we just breathe that right down into our heart center. As we move through our practice, we let go of judgments of ourselves and competition and expectations. We just take care of ourselves right here, right now. When it feels right for us, let's slide our feet onto our mats, pointing our knees up towards our ceilings. And then let's lift our hips off of our mats. If we want to lay our hands by our sides, we can, or else we can keep one hand on our heart, one hand on our abdomen. So whatever feels right. And we can either hold up and bridge, or else with our inhales and exhales, We can lower and rise. So as we exhale, we bring our hips back to our mats. And as we inhale, we rise them up. This is a great posture of feeling empowered and just feeling and noticing and taking care of our bodies right here, right now. And when it feels right for us, let's just slide our feet back onto our mat so they're straight out from our bodies. Our legs are grounded on our mats. Our arms are down by our sides. And let's just take a few big pranayama breaths here. Inhaling, holding our breath for a second or two, and then feeling and noticing that exhale. We're going to work our way into fish. So let's pinch our shoulder blades back behind us, allowing our heads to tilt back, and we just hold by opening our heart center. And if that hurts us, that hurts our neck or our back, we can just slightly bring our shoulder blades back and down without arching our chest up. We just try to feel empowered with what our body can do. And then we find our breath. We inhale fresh energy. And we exhale deep and long, allowing the stress and tension to just leave our bodies. Let's allow our shoulders to just round back down. And we're going to roll onto our left side, feeling and noticing our left side. And then on our own, we're just going to make our way onto all fours. So we'll feel and notice our left side first. And then when it feels right for us, let's push up onto our hands, grounding our hands, coming up onto our knees. We'll just spend a few breaths just feeling and noticing our breath, feeling and noticing our hands and our knees. And when it feels right, let's round our back up into cat as we inhale. And we're going to exhale, rounding down and feeling the curve of our spine down. And we just go at our own pace. We do what feels right for us today. This is another really great posture to feel that empowerment, to just allow our body to do what it wants to do, and to just breathe that fresh new energy in. And when we do these subtle little movements like this, it allows our mind to stay with our movements more and to be less restless. When it feels right for us, let's curl our toes under, down into downward dog. And we'll just feel our feet, pulling our heels down to our mats to where they want to go. We can widen our fingers so we feel strong and supported on a wide hand. And we just allow our head to fall where it wants to fall. And then we find our breath here. We breathe in deep. And we exhale by softening. We're going to lower our legs. We're going to lower them all the way to upward dog, pulling our heads up towards the ceiling and softening our hips as we exhale, or else we can hold in plank. It's whatever feels right. Maybe even dropping our knees in plank if that feels better. And we just find our breath here. Let's move ourselves back into downward dog. Readjusting our feet if that feels right. And just pulling our hips up towards our ceilings. Take our right foot and we're going to reach it up towards our ceiling. We'll do a few breaths in split dog. Let's pull our right leg through by bringing it down to our mat. We'll pull our heads up into pigeon. And again, we just find what feels right for our bodies. We let go of that perfection and we just do what feels right. We inhale big breaths through our nose. And we exhale by simply softening and letting go. feels right, we'll push ourselves back to downward dog, feeling and noticing our feet. And then we'll pull our left heel up towards our ceilings into split dog. And we'll bring our left leg down into pigeon. Just feeling and noticing our left leg, pulling our heads up towards our ceiling, opening our heart center if we can. And inhaling big, long pranayama breaths. And we'll push ourselves back to downward dog. We're going to step our left foot forward and straighten both legs. So our left foot is about maybe 2 feet in front of our right foot. And we're going to come up by keeping the hinge at our hips. And we're just going to lay our hands right on our backs. Maybe it feels right to clasp one wrist with one hand. We just try to straighten our legs, allowing our heads to just fall where they want to fall. We're going to allow our shoulders to fall where they want to fall. And we feel the strong empoweredness in our feet and in our hands resting on our backs. Let's drop our right hand either onto our left leg, or if we can make it all the way down to our mat, we're going to ground our right hand and then reach up with our left hand. So we're doing a spinal twist. Our head can go where it wants to go. And we just continue to breathe deep and stay with our breath. When it feels right for us, we'll ground our left hand either on our left leg or onto our mat and reach up with our right. We're going to bring both hands down towards our mat. We'll step forward with our right foot and then step back with our left. So we come into a position where our left foot is behind our right, where it feels comfortable. And let's just bring our hands again to our back by just allowing them to fall there. Allowing our shoulders to round down. Allowing our heads to round down. As we exhale, let's exhale longer than our inhales. Let's bring our left hand either to our right leg or down to our mat. And we'll reach our right arm up towards the ceiling. And let's bring our right arm to our right leg, and we're going to reach up with our left. And we'll step our left foot up next to our right. And we'll hinge at our hips into a forward fold. We just notice our legs, notice our feet, notice where our head wants to go. And when it feels right for us, let's just slowly use our legs to push ourselves up to a standing position where we straighten our spine. We pull our heads up towards the ceilings. We feel and notice our feet. And let's bring our arms down by our sides into mountain pose. As we pull our fingertips down, we allow the back of our hands to turn and point straight. Mountain pose is a great pose to just feel empowered and to feel strong and to feel like we can just stand in our own truth of who we are here today. It doesn't matter who we were yesterday. We're just taking care of ourselves right here on our mats. And let's reach our hands up towards our ceilings. We're going to bring our hands together, and on a big exhale, we'll exhale by bringing our thumbs right to our heart centers. And as we just breathe deep with our thumbs on our heart centers, I invite us to just honestly feel ourselves. Do we feel more connected with ourselves than we did before we came to our mats. Let's just release our hands, allowing them to come down into bamboo tree. So our hands just go where they want to go. Our shoulders are softened. Our face is relaxed. We relax our hips and our knees. And we feel the strength and support in our feet. Let's spend a few breaths inhaling fresh, positive, new energy, and whatever it is, love, kindness, whatever is going to fill us up today. And then let's grow roots out of our feet as we exhale, grounding us and connecting ourselves to right here, right now. Let's reach our hands back up towards our ceilings. Let's place our hands together. We're going to exhale our thumbs to our heart centers as we start our sun salutation. So I invite us to move to either the top of our mat or the back of our mat. It's whatever feels right for ourselves today. We have a beautiful sunshine today, so let's honor our sun salutation. We honor ourselves, we honor each other. And we just continue to breathe as deep as we can, inhaling long through our nose and exhaling, seeing if we can exhale even longer. And let's reach our hands up towards our ceilings, and we're just going to arch back into waterfall. We open our heart centers. And let's reach our hands back up towards the ceiling. We're going to gently swan dive down to our mats as we hinge at our hips into forward fold. And let's step back with our right foot. We're going to come into a warrior lunge that feels right for us. We'll reach out with our right hand, stretching our fingers up towards our ceilings. We support ourselves with our left hand, wherever feels right today. And we find our breath, inhaling and exhaling by just softening and letting go. And we'll bring our hands to our mats. We're going to step back with our left foot and hold in plank. If it feels right to drop our knees down, we can do that. And let's lower ourselves to crocodile. And we'll straighten our arms into upward dog. We'll pull our hips into downward dog. And let's step our right foot forward. And we're going to reach our left hand up, pulling our fingers, pivoting our chest so our chest is open and wide. And bring both hands to our mat as we step forward with our left foot. We're just going to release in a forward fold, breathing as deep and long as we can. And let's stand tall by using our legs to push ourselves up to a standing position. We'll reach our arms up towards our ceilings and arch back into waterfall. We'll reach our hands back up, placing them together, and on our own big exhale, we exhale our thumbs to our heart centers. We're going to do the same thing on our left side and go a little bit faster, a little bit more with flow. So if you know the sun salutation and want to do it with your own flow, I invite us to do that. It's whatever feels right for us today. Let's reach our arms up towards our ceilings and arch back into waterfall. And we straighten back up. And let's softly swan dive down into a forward fold. And let's step back with our left foot. Finding our lunge, dropping our knee if we need to, reaching out with our left hand. Feeling strong and supported. This is our pose of courage. And we'll bring our hands to our mats. We'll step back into plank, dropping our knees if we need to, and then lowering to crocodile. Straightening our arms to upward dog. Pulling our hips to downward dog. Stepping our left foot forward. And then reaching our right arm up and over. Bring our hands to our mat. We're going to step forward with our right foot and release our heads down into forward fold. We straighten up, we stand tall, we reach our hands up towards our ceiling. We can feel alive and strong. And we arch back into waterfall. And let's straighten our arms back up, straighten our spines. Let's feel as long and straight as we can. And on our own next exhale, let's bring our thumbs to our heart centers. With all the twisting and standing and turning and holding that we do in the sun salutation in our other poses, it allows all of our systems in our body to start working together. They start to get life energy into them, and they start to just work together. What a beautiful thing we've given ourselves this morning. Bring our arms down by our sides. We're going to ground our right foot, spreading our toes. When we feel strong and supported on our right foot, let's bring our left ankle or our left heel to our right ankle, or our calf, or our inner thigh. We can reach our arms up towards our ceilings if we want by placing them together, or if it feels better to bring our thumbs to our heart center, we can do that too. It's whatever feels right for us today. We can notice our heart rate a little bit faster, our breaths a little bit faster. And without judgment, we just honor that. And we just continue to breathe deep, exhaling by softening. We're going to reach our hands, continuing over our head. We're going to release our left foot. We can either bring our left toes down to our mat as we hinge at our hips, or else we bring our left foot back behind us and we're going to hold an airplane, reaching our fingers away from our left foot. And when it feels right, let's release our hands, coming into Warrior 3. Let's bring our hands to our floors or our mat. We're going to continue to have our weight on our right foot. Our left toes can go down to our mat, or else we continue to reach our left foot back behind us in balancing half moon. We're going to bring our left foot back behind us, coming into warrior one. So we ground our left foot, bending our right knee. We're going to reach our hands up towards our ceilings. We continue to stay with our breath, inhaling long, exhaling. And let's bring our arms by our sides. We're going to straighten our right leg, stepping our left foot forward. And let's just feel our breath here. Noticing the heat we have in our bodies. Noticing our heart rate up. Noticing our shortened breath. And when it feels right for us, let's spread our left toes. Feel that strength and support in the bottom of our left foot. And then we'll bring our right heel to our left ankle, or to our calf, or to our inner left thigh. We'll reach our hands either up towards the ceiling, or place them at our heart center. And we're going to release our right leg, either bringing our right toes to our mat or reaching our right foot back behind us. We're going to hinge at our hips, keeping our hands above our heads if they're already there. If we need to move our hands above our heads, we do that. We come into airplane. And let's release our hands into warrior three. And we're going to bring our hands to our mats, either bringing our right toes down to our mat, or else reaching them, our right foot back behind us into balancing half moon. We'll bring our right foot back behind us, coming into warrior one lunge. So maybe we have a high lunge, maybe it's a low lunge. And then we reach our hands up towards our ceilings. Continue to breathe, inhaling through our noses, exhaling. our arms by our sides. We're gonna step forward with our right foot, stepping our feet apart a little bit. And then let's drop our hips down towards our mats. And if our minds have started to got restless in that work phase of our practice, let's just slow them down by just feeling and noticing our breath. Feeling empowered with what our body just did. Let's drop our hips all the way to our mats. We're going to bring our feet together in butterfly. And then just allow our heads to drop where it wants to drop. Allowing our shoulders to round down. When we feel our minds becoming restless again, as we start to cool our bodies down, we can just feel and notice our breath. Let those thoughts slide by. Let's just reach our feet straight out from our bodies. We're going to take both hands, bring them over to our left side, reaching our heads up tall and straight, straightening our spines as best we can. And we're just going to do a spinal twist. We're just going to pivot and turn to the right side, placing our hands where they want to go, straightening our back as best we can. If we have a bad back or neck, we just do what feels right for us. And we breathe new life energy to all of our cells. We just soften and let go as we exhale. We'll just come back to the middle and let's lower our bodies to our mats. I'm just going to lay flat on our mats. Allowing our bellies to rise and fall. Let's relax our face muscles, relax our shoulders. Relax our hips. Relax our knees. And let's be aware of our feet. We just let them fall where they want to fall. Let's slide our feet up on our mat so our knees are pointed at our ceilings. We're going to walk our feet off of each edge of our mat. And then let's just allow our knees to just fall towards each other. It's going to open the sides of our hip, the small of our backs. We just continue to breathe deep. Let's walk our feet back together. We're going to do legs up the wall by reaching our feet up towards our ceiling. Our hips are hinged. We'll just try to straighten the back of our legs. We're letting the blood flow from our legs back to our hearts. If we can lift our hips off of our mats by placing our hands in the small of our backs. And let's slowly bring our legs back to our mats. Coming back into Shavasana, which is just a position where our legs are straight out from us. Our arms are where they want to go. And let's become aware of our whole bodies, from the top of our heads down to our feet. And if it feels better to bend our knees and ground our feet, then we can do that. Or maybe it feels better to bring our feet into butterfly, allowing our knees to come out to the side. We're going to end our practice with a period of meditation, so we just continue to breathe deep. The mind is restless, unsteady, turbulent, wild and stubborn. Truly, it seems to me as hard to master as the wind, says the Bhagavad Gita. Walking down a forest path or practicing asana on a late afternoon, our minds can be still. We are one with the breath, one with the moment, one with all things. There is peace and joy, oneness. Then our minds kick back into gear and we are transported into another realm. The injustices at work must be sorted out. Our fears and desires must be explored once again. And suddenly, we feel the familiar pain of separation between mind and body. The beauty of the walk or our practice is not even a memory. Our training can bring us back into the moment. Once again, we are on the path in the woods, a shining vision. Once again, we are on the mat, feeling strong and supported, and possibilities are realized. These are the two realms we travel between. In yoga, it's called the kleshas. They're merely catalog the afflictions of a false world. Our practice trains us to live in the real one, where our mind and our body is connected. The mind is as hard to master as the wind. If we try to outthink it or to figure it out, we will forever be like a dog chasing its tail. We are on the forest path or in the late afternoon practice. The mind wanders and we gently bring it back to our breath. That is all. The other world, the world of the kleshas and desires, the world in which we are waged our perpetual war against, our reality, it's not real. We note it and return to the real, our breath. There is nothing to master because there is nothing there. And I invite us to roll onto our right side. Just going to feel and notice our right side. Be one with it, one with our breath and one with our body. That stillness and peace, that's our reality. That's real. And when it feels right for us, let's push ourselves up into a position where we're sitting, bringing our hands to our knees if that feels right. Our hands to our hearts, whatever feels right today, so we can connect that mind and body together. I I invite us to chant the mantra. We can chant it out loud. We can chant it mentally, and we're going to do it 3 times, and let's let our heart sing out as we do this. I invite us to repeat the mantra, I am peace. I am love. I am light. Let's honor ourselves, each other, and our practice. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Namaste.